All right, here's our last graphing rational equations wholes video. This one is your spoilers. This is where we're going to go over how to factor problems 3 and 4. So our spoilers will be the factoring for problems 3 and 4. Let's go ahead and take a look at problem 3. All right, once again, here in problem 3, I have this leading negative that I can factor out, but I also have an x squared I can factor out and a 2. So I'm going to factor all of that out at once as negative 2x squared, and that's going to leave me with x minus, because I'm factoring out a negative, 2. Let's have a look at factoring my denominator. Well, I have a common x, so let's factor that out, and that leaves me with x squared minus 9, which is a difference of squares. Also, I can see now that I'm going to want an x in the top and the bottom because those are going to be common factors. So I'm going to have 2x times x minus 2 in my numerator, having separated out an x here so I can see my common factors. And in my denominator, I have x times x plus 3 times x minus 3. So there you go. Those are your spoilers for problem 3. Don't forget to go ahead, find your wholes, find your vertical asymptote, find your horizontal asymptote, and find your x-intercepts, and then go ahead, find some points, and sketch your graph. For this one, you're going to need a bunch of points and a calculator, but if you're patient, you'll get it all graphed in no time. All right, spoiler alert, here's your chance to go through, finish solving problem 3. You know you can do this, you got it. Did you do it? So problem 3 solved? All right, now I want you to try to factor problem 4. Go ahead, you have the pause button, I'll wait. Did you give it a try? All right, if you're not sure or you just got stuck, let's go ahead and factor problem 4. I don't have any negatives here, but I do have x's, and that's going to be a common x squared. These numbers are both even, so I can factor out 2's as well. So if I take out my 2x squared, then here I'm left with an x, and here I'm going to be left with a minus 3. So I have x minus 3 times 2x squared at the top. Let's have a look here at factoring the denominator. I have common x's. Definitely, I can take this right down from a cubic to a quadratic. Factor out that x, I get x squared plus x minus 6. Now I need two numbers that are going to add to positive 1, add to plus 1, and that are going to multiply to negative 6. So if I think about that, I can get to 6 by multiplying 6 times 1, but I can't get plus 1 out of that, or 2 times 3. And if I do plus 2 and minus 3, then I should have a nice solid factoring. Let's go ahead and put the numerator back up here. And the x we already factored out. So I need x plus 3 and x minus 2, because 3 minus 2 is 1, and 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So there you go. Once again, there is a common x factor here that you might want to factor out. So if I take my eraser, I can just erase this and go back to my pen and write that second X in as an X right there. So there you go, all ready to find your holes, find your vertical asymptote, find your horizontal asymptotes, find your x-intercepts, and sketch your graph. I know you can do this.